Hi friends, this is first part of lecture number 26. In this lecture, we will see the circuit operation and waveforms of one-phase full-wave semi-controlled symmetrical rectifier with RL or RLE load. This rectifier is semi-controlled because it has two thyristors and two diodes. Both the thyristors have common cathode. Here it is assumed that load is highly inductive. That's why output current I0 can be considered constant. See this circuit. It has two thyristors T1 and T3 and they have common cathode, and two diodes D2 and D4 and they both have common anode. Source voltage is applied between points A and B with polarity as shown here. So we can write VAB is equals to Vm sin omega t, and when VAB is equals to Vm sin omega t, then obviously VBA will be equals to minus Vm sin omega t. See the waveforms. Here VAB is shown by dark blue line and VBA is shown by dotted line. We will study the operation of this circuit in three angular modes. First we will see the operation from alpha to pi, then from pi to pi plus alpha, then from pi plus alpha to 2 pi. So first see the operation from alpha to pi. Thyristor T1 is triggered at omega t is equals to alpha. Now at omega t is equals to alpha, both diode D2 and thyristor T1 are forward biased. So on firing T1 at omega t is equals to alpha, T1 get turn on and D2 is already on. So T1 D2 will act as short circuit. So circuit will look like this. Okay. And here in this circuit, current will circulate through path D2, Vs, T1 and then load. On applying KVL in this loop, we get VAB is equals to Vm sin omega t and that is equals to V0. Current I0 will flow through T1 and D2. So we can write IT1 is equals to ID2 and that is equals to I0. Now T3 and diode D4, they both are reverse wise. So they are in off state. So we can write ID3 is equals to ID4 and that is equals to 0. Also due to short circuit, T1 and D2, they have 0 voltage drop across them. Okay. Now apply KVL in the loop having Vs, T1 and T3. On applying KVL we get Vt3 is equals to minus Vs and that is equals to VBA. Similarly, on applying KVL in the loop containing Vs, D4 and D2, we get Vg4 is equals to minus Vs that is equals to VBA. See the waveform. So in waveform from alpha to pi, V0 is equals to VAB. So VAB will appear across load. I0 is already assumed constant, so it is represented as constant here. Source current will be equals to I0. We can easily see in circuit. IT1 is equals to I0. VT1 is equals to 0 because it is shorted. And ID2 is also equals to I0. Now we will see the operation of this circuit from pi to pi plus alpha. After omega t is equals to pi, polarity of source voltage VAB reverses. Now when D4 get forward biased and so it get short circuited. So D2 get reverse bias and act as open circuit. But T1 will continue to conduct even after getting polarity reversed. Why it is so? It is because due to constant current I0. It is constant which keeps the current in thyristor T1 above holding current. That's why the thyristor T1 will continue to conduct. So we get current from D4 to T1 to V0. Okay. So or current free wheels in this loop containing D4, T1 and V0. Now V0 will be equals to 0 because it has this sorted branch in parallel. We can see IT1 is equals to ID4 that is equals to I0. That's why VT1 is equals to VD4 and that is equals to 0. Also we can see that there is no current through ID2 and IT3. This is because they both are open circuit because whole current is flowing through IT1 and ID4. On applying KVL in the loop having Vs, T1 and T3, we get Vt3 is equals to minus Vs. Similarly, we get Vd2 is equals to Vs on applying KVL in loop containing D2, D4 and Vs. Now source current is 0. As current freewheels through D4, T1 and load, that's why source current is equals to 0. In waveform, we can clearly see that V0 is equals to 0, I0 is equals to constant, Is is equals to 0, It1 is equals to I0, Vt1 is equals to 0 and Id2 is equals to 0. Now see the circuit operation from pi plus alpha to 2 pi. At omega t is equals to pi plus alpha, thyristor T3 is triggered. So it will get turn on and act as short circuit. D2 is reverse bias, so it is open. D4 is forward bias, so act as short circuit. Now as soon as T3 is fired, T1 get turned off immediately. So circuit will look like this. Here current will flow through the path containing Vs, T3, V0 and D4. So IT3 is equals to D4 and that is equals to 0. Oh sorry, IT3 is equals to D4 and that is equals to I0 because current is flowing through path. And IT1 is equals to ID2 and both are open circuit, that's why current through them is equals to 0. Drop across sorted T3 and D4 will be equals to 0. So we can write Vt3 is equals to Vd4 and that is equals to 0. Now apply KVL in current loop. Okay, so on applying KVL in current I0 loop, we get V0 is equals to minus Vs and that is equals to VBA. Here we can clearly see that Is is equals to minus I0. On applying KVL in the loop having T1, T3 and Vs, we get Vt1 is equals to Vs, and similarly on applying KVL in lower loop, we get Vd2 is equals to Vs. In this way, cycle repeats. Now see the waveform. In the waveform from pi plus alpha to 2 pi, V0 is equals to VBA. So VBA will appear across load. I0 is already assumed constant. Is is equals to minus I0. It1 is equals to 0. Vt1 is equals to Vs. So this Vs will appear across this Vt1 and Id2 is equals to 0. So this is all about this lecture. I hope you you understand this, and if you want the notes of this lecture then please write in comment box. Thank you. Jai Shri Ram.